Have you ever just suddenly lost the awareness of God's presence as if somehow he just disappeared? There's a lot of reasons why I think that we can lose the awareness of God's presence. He is with us all the time, but sometimes life just gets busy, and we get distracted. Maybe he is trying to grow our faith, or maybe we just stop noticing. Can we have an honest conversation about this? I came across a woman who posted on social media how she had once enjoyed this close relationship with God, but then suddenly lost the awareness of his presence. This, of course, I think upset her. And so she began to share with other people about her experience. And someone said to her, well, faith is not a feeling, faith is a choice. And this somehow gave her some consolation or comfort. Well, I'm glad that that gave her some reassurance and some comfort, because I believe to some degree she's right. We choose faith. We choose to walk in faith. Faith is not easy. And sometimes we have to get in there and make the hard choice to continue to put one foot in front of the other, because faith is not in what we see, but in what we hope for. But there's something about what she said that got me thinking. And I began to wonder if she was somehow throwing in the towel. It was like this was some kind of consolation prize. I think honestly she would have loved to continue in that presence, but there was something about the conversation that told me that she had given up the pursuit, that she had settled, that she had somehow had come to the realization or the contemplation or the reality that this was now her new reality with God, that her relationship with him now purely existed because she chose to continue to walk with him by faith and no longer pursued his presence. The Bible says, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. This is the truth. But sometimes I think we can move away from God. Not that he moved away from us, but that we can move away from him because of the busyness of life, because of the distractions, because we stop noticing. We actually pull away from him, but he never pulls away from us. He never leaves us nor forsakes us. Do you want to know more of God? Do you want more of the reality of God in your life? Then ask him, tell him, Father, I want to know more of you. I want to know the reality of you. I want to know the reality of your Son, Jesus Christ. Reveal him to me. Open my eyes that I may see the wonders of God all around me, and press into him. I think too often we make relationship with God complicated, but it's really quite simple. Just spend time with him. Spend time with him in his word, even if it's just a verse, and then just meditate on that verse as you go throughout the day. Talk with him as you would a close friend. Talk with him, while you're doing dishes or driving in your car. Whatever it is that you're doing, engage with him, sing to him, laugh with him, cry with him. He wants to have this intimate, personal relationship with you. I think one of the sweetest things we can do for God is just to remember him, to think of him and smile. Honestly, I think that's the sweetest form of praise, to just think about Jesus and smile. At the very mention of his name, just smile. And I think God, if we come to him like a little child and we are just delighting in him, I think the heart of God just melts and he draws near to us and just lavishes us with affection, because I think honestly he can't help himself. Don't settle in your pursuit of God. Just because you don't feel God's presence or hear his voice doesn't mean that he has left you or forsaken you, that he is angry with you or disappointed with you. Pursue him. Continue to press in and to pursue him, whether you feel his presence or not, because he is with you. He wants you to know him. He wants you to delight in him. He wants you to enjoy him and to know his intimate love for you. And if you would like to discover easy ways to build relationship with God, then grab your free copy of 21 Easy Ways to Build Relationship with God and Go After the Heart of God.